What's good, everyone? Right now I'm out here in Charleston, South Carolina. This is the West Ashley area. I'm actually probably about 5 minutes down the road from the Citadel Mall, and also from that abandoned Red Lobster that I filmed a couple of years ago now. Hard to believe that that is that far back, but it is. Anyway, I'm out here off of Sam Rittenberg Blvd, and I'm at this abandoned Sonic, which I saw when I was passing by this place a couple of months ago. And I didn't have the time to film it then, and I was passing by this way, and I was like, you know what, I need to hurry up and get this place, because there was another restaurant that was down the road that they have since repurposed, and I didn't get that one. But this is still abandoned, so we're going to go and check this one out. Not sure about when it closed, but there's like a ton of signs posted on it that say that they've closed it and that there's other ones to go visit. So I'm sure we'll be able to read that and get this place captured. I don't think anyone else has covered it, so I'm going to let Charleston Pinball Arcade know about this spot. And he might be able to cover that on his channel as well. But anyway, let's go and check this place out. That's one of the signs I was talking about, but I'm not going to walk under the trees. They've got a ton of them, like, all over this building. I didn't know that this place closed. I didn't even know that there was a Sonic here, and there's really not that many. I've never seen this style of Sonic before. Usually they're all, like, drive-in, and they don't have, like, a spot to sit in. But obviously this one did, because there's, like, a lobby in it, which is odd because, like, you don't typically see this. I've only been to one other Sonic that has, you know, a lobby. I've only been in it, and that's the one that's in Somerville that they're talking about. Or is that Ladson? I don't know. They've got several in Somerville unless they closed it, but I think it's still there. But a Sonic with a lobby. Now, it already does smell musty out here, so this place has been abandoned for a minute. But you can see we decided to close this location so we can better serve you at any of our 8 other ones throughout Charleston, Moncks Corner, Goose Creek, Mount Pleasant, and Somerville. And I guess the closest one to here is that one, the 3418 Shelby Ray Court in Charleston. I'm not entirely sure where that's at, but yeah. I think the dining room closes at 10 p.m. daily. So yeah, this one had a dining room, which is unusual of Sonic, but this was a newer one, and I'll have to put a picture at the end of this video so that you can see. It looks updated, and the Sonic logo isn't even like the old Sonic logo with like the yellow logo, I guess. This one had the sign that's on this sign here, which is like that blue outline with a white and red sign. So some people don't actually like that. They like the newer one, the older one. And here's another one of those signs that's like not even that far away from the other one. But in case you wanted to read that again, go for it. And you can pause the video to do so. But I saw this and I was like, man, I gotta do this one, man, because I've only done one other abandoned Sonic, which you all have not seen yet, because this video I'm just gonna get right up, and that other one I haven't gotten to yet. But you haven't seen that one yet, but that was an old school Sonic that had, you know, the drive-in booths all around it, you know, with the old school logo in it and stuff like that. And yeah, that one definitely looked like apocalyptic when it was abandoned. So this one definitely is a little bit more updated, and you can see they would have had the menu right up here, and then another one of these signs that's been bent by the wind. So they really wanted to know that they closed it and that there's other ones that you can go and eat at. So you can see a blank drive-through screen, which would have been filled with their various options, which is pretty good actually. Last time I ate at a Sonic was one of them in Somerville, and it was pretty good. I don't go to Sonic often just because I just don't. It's not my like favorite restaurant in the world, but it's always been pretty good when I've gone there. So we can take a look in this garbage area. I don't know what's in here, but we'll take a quick peek. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? It looks like a ton of clothes. It's all wet and moldy. Cardboard all wet and moldy. Bunch of garbage. So I hate to say it, and that really smells awful too. I hate to say it, but it looks like it was probably like a makeshift homeless shelter or something like that. Which is sad, but yeah, so stall 7. You can see that on there. And they would have had the big, like I think these look smaller than the ones they have at the older locations, but like the screens or like the little menu thing that you gotta hit the button on and it beeps so that someone takes your order. They only had 7 of these, which I don't know if that's like Sonic trying to be modern, I guess, because all of the older ones have these all around. Like I said, old school Sonic doesn't have a lobby. So I don't know if they're trying to implement that in newer locations. Obviously it worked well here because they're totally open, right? I'm sarcastic saying that, obviously, but I don't know. Maybe this was just in a bad spot and no one really wanted to come and eat here, but I'm not entirely sure. So employees only, this would have been where they exited to bring out food. I've never seen the inside of a Sonic kitchen, at least a newer one anyway, so there's a gnat on the inside of the door. We'll take a look at what that says on that sign. It says, "Do not turn nothing on, just wait for the head manager to come in." Nice. You see they still got a computer screen that's hanging off in there. Lights are all on, obviously, so this place clearly lights up. You know, you can see inside of it at night, which I don't know if they did that to deter people from breaking into it. There's no graffiti on it, there's no tags. I know you can't really see because of the glare that well, but there's no like tag or anything on this place. Nothing has been vandalized here. Nothing's broken, no glass, nothing. It's all like relatively still in good condition, which I hope that it stays that way. Here is the drive-thru. I guess their drink machine would have been right where those hoses are, and then they would have had some more screens up there, I guess, to make it easier to manage drive-through orders. And then you can see between those 2 silver doors in there, or gray doors or whatever, that would have went out into the lobby of a Sonic. So like I said, I don't know entirely if Sonic tried something different with this one. It obviously looks more modern with the new sign and stuff like that, and this being more of a like a boxed off location compared to some of the older school ones. But again, it didn't last, and there could be several reasons for that. But I remember passing by it one time and seeing the sign completely gone, and I was like, oh crazy, this one closed down. But here's another side shaded away from the sun of this one. So this one's in a pretty good spot off of Sam Rittenberg Blvd. I don't see this place getting filled anytime soon, because that's the thing about Sonic, is that I'm sure you could put a restaurant in here, but you're gonna have to pay to like get rid of the stalls or just leave them there as parking or something like that. I mean, because it would be convenient if it's raining, but like still you're gonna have wires and stuff hanging down and just sitting there. So I don't know, it's possible if somebody did want to take this over. You can see they've got a ceiling tile that fell down off of up there. I don't know if you can see it very well. Glare might be a little bit bad, but it fell off. It looks like it is wet, so I guess it fell off because of water getting in through the roof. Looks pretty soggy and nasty. So yeah, I mean, you take care of that, and otherwise this place probably would be good to go. It doesn't really look like it would need all that much to just reopen. There would have been the road sign for it here. That would have the Sonic logo right up there, and then the whatever specials screen or something like, or you know, lettering on there. They had an old school sign for it, for the lettering and stuff. Somebody egged it, but I mean that's really all that's like done to this place. Everything else is still in good shape, and obviously you can tell with the colors that this is a modern Sonic. You know, it's not an older one, as I've said for like 50 times in this video. But it's just, I'm kind of fascinated with it because you don't usually see these, or at least I don't. Maybe wherever you all watching this video might have a modern Sonic, but this is the first new one that I've seen. So definitely something different, but that's really it. I'm not going to overdo it with the window shots, because I mean you can see right in there, and that's really it, man. I'm not going to stay out here too long because I don't really like being out here when it's starting to get dark. But that's really it for this place. I'm glad I could show this, something that you don't typically see, and something different. So I hope you all did enjoy that. That said, thank you all for watching the video of this abandoned Sonic. I know this is a terrible angle because the front of the building's like right here, but thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being part of the Zee Mann family. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you guys as a part of the, you know, Zee Mann family. As I said, I call it that just because I thought it was something fun to say. But yeah, man, if you saw that video that I did about saying that, you know, where have I been and stuff like that, I just again want to reiterate the fact that I'm sorry that I haven't been that active on this, and I'm trying to be better with that. So this video I filmed in July of 2025, and this one's going to go up as soon as possible, so you all will see this shortly after that video that I did saying where have I been. So hopefully that makes up for it, and I can start getting more content out more frequently for you all, because you guys do deserve that. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Thank you guys for watching again, and I do appreciate all the support. Until next time, be sure to eat at your Sonic so it doesn't end up like this. Get one of those blueberry slushies or whatever. I used to get those as a kid. I preferred the red ones, but you know, you drink so much of it where your tongue and your lips start to get colored from whatever the dyes are in it. That's what I remember about Sonic. So I don't know, man. Hopefully something fills this in. You know, pause. Hopefully something takes this space, you know, and uses it for something, so it doesn't just sit here abandoned like that. But until the next time, man, from this abandoned Sonic out here, take it easy, and I'll see you guys around. Peace.